The excuse for perfection is just procrastination based in fear, in my opinion. Hello Smart Tribe, and welcome back to another video. Michael Foss made a remark once and said, "I am careful not to confuse excellence with perfection. Excellence I can reach, but perfection is God's business." You see, the pursuit for perfection has led to the death of so many ideas. Rather than pursuing after perfection, I'm encouraging you to go after excellence. Perfection is more about the end results, while excellence is in enjoying the process, the journey to that destination. There are several articles and videos out there about how perfection hurts more than it helps. I would add links to articles and videos down in the description if you want to have more in-depth review on that subject. How often have we, on our own by ourselves, killed our ideas because we're waiting for the perfect conditions to be in place before starting? You see, you don't need to wait for a perfect time to start implementing that idea that you have, that great vision that you hold dearly. Chasing after perfection is one way that you can easily lead yourself to discouragement and disappointment. We are all terrified by failure. The potential ability to be seen as foolish, or that fear of not wanting to let people down, can keep us away from starting. But we should not be dissuaded by those. We should still go ahead and start. In that process of starting, you pursue excellence, because excellence is pleasure. Excellence brings us pleasure. But when you're going after perfection, waiting for everything to be perfect, you're just setting yourself up for pressure. It is not about waiting for the time to be right before starting, but the little actions you take, improving on your results of the previous day, in your drive to becoming the best version of what you want to be, or what your product ought to be, is what matters. Because your vision, my vision, is worth it. I'm sure your next question to me would be, how do we curb perfection? To curb perfection, the first thing that you must understand is that you need to start. Just start doing. What is that thing that you've been planning to do? Start upon it right now. What is that first step that you need to take? Start it. Start doing. The next thing to do is to re-examine your standard. What standards have you set for yourself? Don't be too critical of yourself. Look at the big picture. Are you really worried about what is important? If what is keeping you worried is not important, let it slide. And keep focus on the big picture by those little actions you take towards the big picture. Next is to share your work in progress. You see, the company that you admire today, or that products, that services that you're so attracted to for their excellence, did not just start at that level that you admire them for today. They started from somewhere, and to get to this point where they are right now, they shared their work in progress. So start what you want to do, and as you're sharing it with the world, you keep improving upon your product and services. Next is to set realistic goals for yourself. If you do not set realistic goals, you will keep shifting the goalposts. and that is falling into the trap of perfection. So set realistic goals for yourself, for that thing that you want to do. Another point is to stop comparing yourself to others. I wrote an article last week. I would encourage you to check my website for that article, Where Are You Rushing To, that touches more on this subject of not comparing ourselves to others. You know, when you compare yourself to others, you're pressuring yourself to want to meet other people's standard rather than starting, which keeps you away from striving towards excellence. Don't compare yourself with anyone. Enjoy your own journey and your process to becoming that excellent service provider or delivering an excellent product to the market. Break that addiction of comparing yourself to other people. Do a gut check, a genuine gut check, and ask yourself, am I striving for excellence or demanding for perfection? You can use Tal Ben Sahar diagram from his book The Pursuit of Perfect to answer the question. Are you seeing the journey as a straight line or as one with irregular spirals? Are you scared of failure, or do you see failure as a feedback mechanism? Are you focused more on the destination or focused on both the destination and the process of your journey? These are questions you should be asking yourself. If you find yourself leaning more towards the perfectionist, I encourage you to start shifting towards excellence by being optimal. To achieve excellence, you need to become passionate. Very, very passionate about what you do, because when you're passionate about what you are doing, it no longer seems like work. It becomes part and parcel of you. Excellence requires you to be involved, and when you're involved, the sky becomes a starting point. So look for that thing that you're passionate about and start doing. Once you know your passion, the next thing is to spot your talent. You know, most people make a mistake and look for things outside. Why not having regard for the innate talents within them? Spot those innate talents and then build your competencies and capabilities around those talents that are innate to you. Next is to read good books as you strive for excellence, because books open our mind to diverse worlds of perspective and constantly improves our knowledge. If you think what you know today will still be valid tomorrow, then you are in for a shocker. You have to constantly improve your knowledge and your skills by reading good books out there. Never become complacent with your current level of knowledge, because that is inviting mediocrity. Keep expanding your horizon by reading books. Next is to work smartly and wisely in your pursuit of excellence. If you want excellence, you must work in a very smart way. You know, there's a difference between working hard and working smart. I am not discrediting the place of working hard. Working hard is very, very important, but you must add smart work to hard work. Working hard is all about perspiration without thorough planning or blueprint, while working smart is perspiration combined with thorough planning and a blueprint of how you want to proceed systematically towards achieving that desired goal. The next thing in your pursuit of excellence is to share your knowledge. If you want to learn more, I assure you that sharing your knowledge with others is the best way to learn. And in this journey of excellence, you must share your knowledge with other people. We brought nothing to this world, and when we leave this world and we die, we will take nothing with us when we are living. So serve others and help other people by sharing the knowledge of what you've gained on your own journey to where you are today. You must also solicit continuous feedback as you strive towards excellence, because feedback is the breakfast of champions, as I've heard several times. You know, don't allow ego stop you from receiving critical feedback necessary for your improvement. As you get feedback, you're able to tweak yourself and become more better in your journey to excellence. There will be a lot of constraints on this path to excellence. You must learn how to manage this constraint, both internal and external, as you strive for excellence. My encouragement to you today is not to allow the drive for perfection stop you from starting your journey to excellence as you bet products and services that would help change our community. Personally, I'm still learning in this journey of my pursuit to excellence. So I encourage you not to allow the quest for perfection stop you from implementing those ideas and visions you have today. Start from where you are, drive towards excellence, and on this journey and enjoying this process, that idea you have will become much better. But don't allow the drive of making it better right now deprive people of that small change it can bring to their life. Continuously learn and keep tweaking the process. As Aristotle said, and rightly so, that we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. I hope you learned something. My challenge to you this week is to start building the habit of excellence as you strive towards achieving your goals, your dreams, and your vision. Till I come your way next week, let excellence be your watchword. Don't forget to subscribe. Invite others to join this tribe. Until I come your way next week, blessings.